time. I'm also eating. So like, oh, hold on. Here it is. Dip, dip, dip. Wow. On the bright side, we did all the lessons. So, we're just reading through the books and experiencing them. Let's go! Alright. Super hungry. Is this where we're starting book 2? Right? We're in book 2, aren't we? Yes. Yeah. Alright. Super hungry. Comfy cozy. Speaking of super hungry, I'm eating too! Now, I believe Group A consists of myself, Deuce, and Apple, correct? Yes, sir. We're ready when you are, Azul. Where should we start? Do either of you have anything you'd especially like to do? Oh, look at him asking. I'm not sure. I haven't actually been on many trips before. Same, but I guess I'd like to do something you can only do here. Rather vague answers, but not unexpected ones. I had a feeling you wouldn't have any specific ideas. Wait, did he insult their intelligence? I just noticed. Wait. You're in luck, though. I did research beforehand and formulated some plans. Now, if you ask me what should be prioritized on a trip, I would say gustatory, olfactory, and tactile experiences. Food? I'm guessing olfactory. Yeah, we know the other ones. You can't get those through books or the internet, after all. I believe cuisine is the most efficient way to understand a local culture since it develops according to the region's very soul. I agree! Until you have something that ended up being like food poisoning in that specific place, and then you're out of town, and then you have food poisoning. Nom nom nom. I'm eating. I'm sorry. What did the two of you say to that approach? I say yes. I'm losing you both, aren't I? I'm suggesting we go eat some of the local foods. Oh, I get it now. Sounds good to me. I was just getting a little hungry. I'm up for that too. I trust you have the Fleur City maps you were given beforehand. Let's visit the busiest part of the town first. Okay. Hey, Mana. We're eating while talking about the current chapter called I'm Hungry, or Hungry. Go figure, right? Convenient. That's right. You're off today too, aren't you? Tuesday and Wednesday, right? Okay. Guessing Genshin is pushed back a bit, and yeah, Tuesday and Wednesdays, yeah. Genshin is going to probably push back either after this or Friday. I did kind of make a little schrunkly schedule again back on my Twitter, etc., etc. Because this one ends sooner than the Genshin one. I have 5 days in Genshin and like 2 days for this. But it doesn't disappear for this one. It's just the next book comes out, and I'd rather do them in groups, like 2 and 3, and then 4 and 5. And well, we had that mishap last night. And, you know, no use crying over spilled milk. We move on. What was it? Improvise, adapt, overcome. We got this. Wow, just look at this place. It's incredible. You know, Harveston's in the Shaftlands too, but the streets and houses here look so different. Now I'm curious about what Harveston looks like. Wait, Harveston. We did see that, didn't we? Because the winter one. They really do look a lot different. I wonder if it's this busy because of the festival. I'm sure. Hardly. Fleur City is always bursting with life. Oh, I'm sorry. I usually make him a little bit more monotone. Why, hello there, Rolo. You have impeccable timing. We were hoping to sample some of your iconic foods to better acquaint ourselves with the city itself. Well, if I were to name something representative of our city, it would be bread, I take it. I did a little research on your fair city before we left. Oh, very studious of you. Industrious of you. Oh, I'm sorry. I can read English, I swear, chat. I can read. I know how to read. It's nothing so grand, really. Would you be willing to recommend a bakery to us? Wait, bread? I mean, I like bread as much as the next guy, but we can get that anywhere. Hard to imagine it as an iconic food. I don't know. The breads from the cafeteria and school store are great, and what I can get in the Queendom of Roses just as... Whoosh. You smell that? The hungy. Wow, something smells amazing. It's making me super hungry. Me too. It hit me the moment I caught a whiff of that goodness. I detect a strong scent of butter, as well as the pleasant aroma of bread baking. Have you guys ever had fresh baked bread? It's amazing. I actually have a bread maker. Did I tell you that, Mana? We have a bread maker that we have yet to use, but we have one. There's a long-standing bakery I'm rather partial to nearby. And it smells like they just finished baking a fresh batch. Let's pay them a visit. Yeah! So you have had fresh bread? Oh yeah, that's good. To be continued. Chapter 2. Simply incomparable. We think that's the correct way to say this one. Comparable? That's, They use big words! Well, check out all the pastries! This is like 10 times bigger than any of the bakeries on Sage's Island. See, my cat has an island. I hope you all know that. Remember this. Actually, probably more like 20 times bigger. They do have a surprisingly large selection. We have a long tradition of bread baking in Fleur City. Our flour has been milled by a windmill on the edge of town since the old days. Our bakers use the freshest flour, which shows in the final product. There are a number of famous bakeries here. More recently, they started using a water mill on the Soleil to mill our flour as well. Really? So a water mill? I want to see it. Demand creates supply, and supply creates demand. A truly wonderful cycle. Now that I know every step of the process is done here, I'm even more interested in trying some. You know, like low-key.
Rules are made to be broken!
Hi, Dumpster Bunny! Hey, welcome, welcome. Yeah, you know low-key, Azul's gonna steal their ideas, right? He's going to question them about how they make bread and certain things. He goes, okay, Tweels, today we're making bread. We're using the water outside to power our cafe, or whatever, the lounge. Hello, Dumpster Bunny, how are you today? I want to take a bite from my food myself, now that we're speaking about food. Yum, yum, yum. How's it going? Also, I have book 1 ready to be published on my YouTube channel. I have both the full VOD and the shrunken down VOD. That doesn't include the lessons and extra stuff. It just includes the book. I'm being tired right now, but other than that, all is good. Good. Good to hear it. Nom, nom, nom. I'm pleased to hear. It's a privilege to be able to provide you with a glimpse into our culture. Honestly, I could skip the history lesson and just bite into a whole honkin' loaf right now. Yeah. can't even control himself, Deuce. Come now, shouldn't you boys be taking this time to learn about Fleur City? I'm sure Riddle and Vil impressed upon you what a valuable learning opportunity this is. It's not all fun and games. Okay. That wasn't me. Me either, which means... In case you guys don't know, I turned off one of the volume settings in here because sometimes it kind of annoys me. It was the stomach making the grumblies. Rolo, which type of bread would you suggest we try? He sure changed the subject quick. Who knows, his little stomach could be that loud. Oh, poor Azul's all hungry. I would suggest these. Croissants! Croissants? They look a little plain compared to the other pastries, like the ones filled with fruit and chocolate. Croissants are special, though. They're filled with nutrients that invigorate the town folks' minds and bodies. I'm so glad I got birthday trays so early. Yes, congratulations! I don't know if I said it in my Discord because I was busy a lot, but very congratulations. How many pulls did it take? Was it 1 10 pull? And they are far superior to typical loaves of bread or baguettes. Their taste is simply incomparable. 11 pulls, not bad. Yeah, I got pretty decent luck for my pulls on Twisted Wonderland. Yeah, there's a VOD and a clip from when I pulled for Sebek. I got him first 10 pull, first pull. How many in total I got? I think I got 4. And which is crazy because I woke up early to pull for that Sebek card. I apparently clipped when I pulled for Sebek specifically, and I don't recall clipping it. But it's there, and it has over 600 views. I don't remember. Much better when trying for Birthday Jack, who came in 50. Oh no, Dumpster Bunny. Did you wail for it? Uh-oh. Dumpster Bunny? Oh no. I always make a point of having a croissant on special occasions. After such a ringing endorsement, I feel I must try one. Oh, it's still warm and it smells great. I just can't wait. Down the hatch. Okay, good for you. Nom nom. Nom nom nom. All saved free as far as I remember. Did you log in today? Oh, please tell me you've logged in today. Today is Trey's birthday. No, you did. Okay. No, I already had this conversation with you. You pulled Trey. Of course you logged in today. What great conversations I have. I have great conversations. I'm just the type of person in the community, like a mom person that goes, did you guys get your free 10 pulls? Did you guys get your keys? Do you remember your keys? Did you guys get them? Okay, if you haven't, make sure you got them. Mom, we already talked about this. I got Trey today. Of course I got my free 10 pulls. Oh dear. Now I gotta save for more birthdays. Yes, aren't we approaching the new birthdays? Like the new birthdays? Technically. Wait, are we getting new cards soon? Wait a minute. Wait, full stop. Are we getting new cards? Because isn't this becoming year 3 now? For NA Twisted Wonderland? I just realized. Who's first on the list? Wait, no. Because we got... No, we didn't get Jersey. We have not had the Jersey Malleus yet. So, Malleus will be the new year, and after Malleus, everybody else gets a new one, correct? Yes. I think so. I think that's right. Because everybody else has had their Jersey. well, except the twins. We're getting the twins next November 5th. I think their birthday is. I don't know. I put it on my phone. I remember. And then we're getting December, and then January. And January is Malius. I remember because he shares a birthday with my mama. Yeah, it's cute. They both are January 18th. It's very adorable. Very adorable. It's fantastic! What a distinctive wheaty flavor. I believe I'm tasting a blend of bread flour, cake flour, and whole wheat flour. That's a lot. Fresh butter and aromatic dough form layers, which gives the pastry an unbelievably light, crispy texture. The sweet glaze on top brings out the natural sweetness of the dough itself, all accentuated by a rich, salty butter flavor. I could eat a whole plate of these. Do it. Do it, Azul. Do it. I'm already eating one, but Azul's just making me hungrier. I'm gonna get another. Me too. In fact, I'll get 2 more. You two sure have healthy appetites. What can I say? They're super good. You could get another too, Azul. No. He really... I get him trying to watch his figure, but at the same time, you know, you're in a special place. Where else are you going to get such type of croissants? Right? I don't know. There's a time and place. That's alright. I prefer a more systematic approach to my energy intake. Food. Uh-oh. Speaking of bread, this is a hard piece of bread. Ow. Pretty, not hard, but like, very voluptuous piece of bread. I know it sounds weird. Besides, I wouldn't want to fill up purely on bread. This place has wheat in abundance, and you know what that means, don't you? I don't know what that means. Neither do I. Go on, tell us, Azul. Yeah. Wow. You're so honest. Maybe too honest. Being around you is throwing me off. It's probably because we don't run in the same circles. Yeah, no, Azul, not Deuce and Apple have no real reason to lie, and they're very simplistic in their how they talk or how they do things, right? Then, poor Azul is usually always surrounded by the Tweels. Can you imagine? It's kind of like gaslit gatekeep bosses versus cutie patooties. Pineapple City is also known for its sweet confections. Ah, indeed we are. You really have done your research. There's a popular patisserie nearby. Allow me to take you there. Let's go. Let's go get some dessert. Let's get some dessert. Definitely good, but... I thought Azul was gonna say pasta, not pastries. No, this is France, not not Italy. To be fair, Dumpster Bunny, next time we go to Italy, it's gonna be pasta. Here we are. I can smell the sugar. Oh, look, Trace made these things before. They were unbelievable. What were they called again? I do not know how to say this word. Quit giving me fancy words. I don't know how to say. As soon as I make it to Fontaine, this is gonna happen again. There's a bunch of words and I'm not gonna be able to say, and I'm just gonna nod and wave. You know, smile and wave. Smile and wave and accept it. Financiers? Financiers? They're made with wheat flour, almond flour, and browned butter. That sounds good. I want one. You know? Twisted Wonderland cannot give us all these food options and not somehow give us the recipes, right? Drop the recipes. Drop the recipes. You can just see how buttery they are. Imagine they're a bit calorie dense. They taste as rich as they look. Quite befitting, given the name financier. You see how they look like bars of gold. They say those who eat them will line their pockets with riches. Riches, huh? Sounds like the perfect treat for you, Azul. I don't believe in things to chance. But I suppose doing something for good luck couldn't hurt. What's the difference? Oh, there's a world of difference between simply hoping for providence while doing nothing and covering every possible base. I agree with Azul. Yeah, you can beg, you can plead, you can sit there and cross your fingies, be like, please win, or you could rig it in your favor like Azul does. Let's go! Woohoo! We enjoy Azul's planning. I think I get it. Maybe? It means there's no point— oh, figures. And no point in crossing your fingers and hoping for good grades on a test if you didn't bother studying for it. The amount of people I have seen that have done this, going, I hope I pass, or they put their hands together, their palms together, looking like they're praying. Please let me pass this test. Please let me do good on this exam. But did they study for it? But did they truly try hard enough that they should pass? Probably not. Clearly not if they're begging. Oof. Rello, are any of these treats supposed to improve test scores? That's right. That's right. Didn't you make Deuce one of your anemone slaves temporarily? One of your anemone drones? I'm afraid not. Oh, too bad. Isn't that terrible, Deuce? Oh, no. Oh, poor Deuce. I can't even argue with that. A lesson learned, then. If you can't take the heat, get out of the patisserie. But if you're ever truly in need of my help, my doors are always open. While we don't have any academia panaceas, I think that's how you say it, we do have many other sweets. Lately, I've noticed gluten-free confections growing more common. This right here is their best seller. It's bell-shaped! Is that a blueberry? What's that? Is that like a cherry or a straw? I would imagine strawberries. Macaroons? They certainly are. Though a little oddly shaped. Oddly shaped. Come on, Azul. You know what they're shaped like. Let's be real here. We know what they're really shaped like. Yeah, they're shaped like bells. They're meant to look like the Bell of Solace. Ah, of course. They're small enough that I could just pop one in my mouth. I think I'll have one. Munch, munch. Munch, munch. Mmm, it's nice and sweet. I should bring some back for the guys in Hartzlebule. Unfortunately, macaroons don't keep well. They're a treat people can only experience when they visit here, or when they make their own. The yellow color was a good choice to evoke the bell, and the ganache filling is as refreshing as it is delicious. Ah, and I believe there's a little nuggets of, oh, dried grapes? And apples. That was apple? Oh, and there too. They look like colorful jewels. Okay. Munch, 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 munch. They're definitely good, but not filling at all. Why do you look so unimpressed, Apple? I thought macaroons were your favorite food. Macaroon, macaroon, macaroon. What was that song? It was a meme song. I'm so sorry. I made you guys subject to it all. Sorry, I was blow drying my hair. I was gonna say I know how to pronounce that word because I play Cookie Run Kingdom. What? How do you say it? I want to know. Also, eventually I will figure out why my emotes are not showing up properly in chat sometimes. Especially on mobile. That's weird. Wonder why. Bizarro Land. How do you say it? As I get more food to eat. I believe in you, Dumpster Bunny. I'm sure you could type it out. Financier? Bruh. No way. Financier? French is so weird. It hurts my brain. It's like how long everybody took to figure out how to say Risley. No. And we only figured it out when it was pronounced to us. We're doomed. Food. We're doomed! Financier. Nah, no, no, It's a finance. It's a finance now. That's what I'm gonna call it. TVH with the Risley situation. Wasn't that just you that was everyone? No! The whole community. There's even memes about it. There's even memes. Not just me, Dumpster Bunny. Wait, did you take French? Do you speak French? Do you? I know a lot of schooling systems have it where you have to take a foreign language. And some people had French as an option. I did not. It was either Spanish or German. That's all you got. Yep. That's all that was available to choose. And how did he know that? Likes and dislikes are the first thing you should look into when you want to get closer to someone. But was my intel mistaken? Would you prefer something with a stronger flavor profile? No, I'm good, I think. Excellent, then my intel bears out. That's what I'm saying, it wasn't just you, it was everyone else too. Oh, I can read. I know how to read chat. Wasn't just you. Yeah, I don't speak French. I know some words, but that's it. I barely know English. Go on, Apple. Have as many as you like. Haha, thanks. Oh, you're a Spanish speaker. Yeah, I speak baby Spanish. Baby Italian, baby Spanish. Not much. I've been told I have a decent accent, though. Could be because I'm Italian. Maybe. Perchancey. It's always interesting if my great uncle comes to visit because I don't know how to talk to him. Because he speaks Italian, and that's it. Caring house warden. Oh, chat, remind me after stream. I totally need to make myself a mask for book 4 and 5. I want a mask. I want a mask for myself. Is this a general store? That's right, go on and have a look around. It looks like the perfect place to do some souvenir shopping. True, perhaps I'll pick out a few things for the Octavanel students. Blah? What's with that reaction? It's rather rude, you know. Azul? Buying souvenirs for students? What's so surprising about that? To be fair, if Azul doesn't bring back souvenirs for Floyd or Jade, they're probably gonna be like chewing on his shoulders for like the next 2 weeks at least. They're just gonna be like, nom nom nom. And you know, Floyd is probably just going to randomly eat every left shoe of Azul's for some reason. Or like put it in their cooking pot in the lounge. And someone's gonna find his shoes in there. They're like, why is there a shoe in my food? If he didn't get something out of this. Because we already know he threw a tantrum. He's like, why do you get to go? Not fair. You're going to actually give them away. For free? That's generally what you do with gifts. Yes. What do you take me for? I am capable of caring for my fellow Octagonal students. This is a fine chance to convey my gratitude to them. Okay. Yeah, makes sense. Sorry for suggesting otherwise. Golly. Such a weird word, golly. Bill said you were greedy and told me to be careful around you. Bill's gonna be hearing about that later. Azul's gonna be like, oh, did Bill say that? Did Bill say that? Oh, yeah. Be a darn shame if his hair turned green or something all of a sudden. It's just crazy. Yeah, this is real for saying that. But you're a caring house warden, Azul. Just so. I'm a very caring house warden. Though I never said I wouldn't expect anything in return. What's this? Wooden blocks with letters on them? Little baby blocks. Those are studying aids for children. Building blocks to help them learn the alphabet. Apple? Look, it's apple! It's my building block, chat. Right there. A for apple. A for airy apple. It's mine. That one's mine. Give me. There's a letter on one side, and then a word starting with that letter on the opposite side. Children in Fleur City use them all the time. Neat. Let's see what kind of words they have. Apple for A, and airy. BB for B. Oh, that's cute. And for F, festival. That's kind of a big word for a baby. Zolo and free shouldn't be in the same sentence. Unless that sentence is Azul does nothing for free. There's a picture of children playing at the festival under the word. To be fair, I don't know. It's hard for me not to agree with Azul and how he does stuff. Just putting it out there. It's hard for me not to agree with it. Very hard. They're easy to understand and fun to look at. Yeah, I bet little kids would love these blocks and learn a lot from them. I just think Azul's correct a lot of the time. And the way he approaches things is... he should usually end up out on the top instead of at the bottom. And that's not a bad way to approach life sometimes. Is it a bit skeptical? Yes. But it's better than being ignorant, taken advantage of sometimes. However, sometimes it's not bad being a nice, smooth-brained being. And just vibing. In the past, lessons were more demanding. Children had to study much longer and larger and more complex words. But people complained that the curriculum was too hard for children to understand. So nowadays, building blocks with simple words are more common. It's deplorable, really. Clearly, Rolo did not have these building blocks as a kid. Now we know. Oh, I also got Risley's signature weapon today. Really? Wait, Dumpster Bunny. Oh, right. No, you totally do have Risley. So you finally got the weapon? How long did that one take you? Wow. That's right. How did that one go? Pity. Yeah. I will never, I think in my entire Genshin career, be able to pull off what I pulled off with Kokomi. And I didn't stream it, and I don't even think I recorded it. I just pulled for a meme while in a voice chat with a friend. I thought I was gonna, like, build up my pity. It was crazy. I got Kokomi, first 10 pulls, got her weapon, first 10 pulls. I'm never gonna have that luck again. I'm ruined forever. Ruined forever. And that is why she's our new waifu. She likes us. She's an Aerie enjoyer. And we're Kokomi enjoyers here now. Hard pity. Yeah. Are you the one who said before that you got, like, all these other weapons before? and you still didn't get his weapon? Right? Yep, it is you. It is you. Oh no, it was you. Oh, God, that was the conversation I had. Got the elegy of the end bow, then Amos bow, and his signature weapon. That his signature weapon in the end. I'm afraid for Farina, because I want her signature weapon. I want her, then I want her signature weapon. Wish me luck. And I'm saving my money to give back to stream and for my new model. So, it's not like I can go and just swipey. Oh, Ryuki, hello! Good luck on Farina. I know. I want Farina a lot. Specifically a lot because kind of feel like I need the Hydro Archon more than anything. Simply because a lot of the Hydro characters seem to come home to me. See, it's kind of a factors. Hydro characters come to me really easily in banners. The 5 stars at least. And the female characters like me, and the guy characters do not. So, statistically speaking, from my own experience, my account has luck with Hydro females. Kokomi, first 10 pulls, her weapon, first 10 pulls. Mona was my first 5-star, and I got her pretty early on. Like, really easily, which is crazy. So, here's to hoping some pattern stays the same, and Farina just says, what's up? Because I have pity. I have pity ready already for a character banner pull. Because Zhongli said no. And I use a lot on Zhongli. I've been doing the events. I've been doing as much as I can. You know, all the dailies, keeping up with it. And she is so cute. Yes, Farina's design is adorable. I wanted to bring up that maybe, the what set? Marachis set is what she wants. Yeah, I was asking another streamer. I hosted them a few days ago. They're pretty cool. I'll have to tell you guys about their name because I don't remember off the top of my head. But they're pretty cool, and it said Farina Raiding Room. And I had a good discussion about what Farina should have. Right now, what everybody needs to collect for Farina is Whopper Flowers. You know, the drops from Whopper Flowers at least. Her best artifacts are supposedly coming, or like a lot of her materials are coming with her. Unfortunately. Oh, you can also grind for her skill books. They are also the same as Nouvelettes. The Judgment, I think they called it that. Yeah. But a lot of her stuff is coming with her and the new bosses that are coming out with her. Oh, aren't we supposed to have a stream this Friday from some of the voice actors, including the Farina voice actor? From actual Genshin, right? Yeah, are we? Yes, I saw it on Twitter this morning. It's listed on there. I might have retweeted it. It might be there. I don't guarantee it. If not, go look for the official Genshin account or the Hoyo Lab or whatever it is. It should be there. There's no way that got covered up that quickly with every other news. It's very important. I'm kind of just finding about this. Yes, there's an event this Friday. Yep. Now you know. So these are building blocks. We don't have them in the Coral Sea. What fascinating toys. Okay, but Zul, you're in the water. Either wood's gonna be completely decrepit and gone at the bottom of the ocean, or it's going to float. It's one or the other. Wait, you don't use building blocks under the sea? No. Wood doesn't tend to last long underwater. Yeah, they're not common. We do have study aids made from shells, though. Do all land children play with building blocks? No, they do not. I didn't. I'm usually in the know about this stuff. Unless I hallucinated. To be fair, some dreams I have are very lucid. They seem like reality. I once had a dream. I had a dream. No, I once had a dream that I answered my phone. I looked at the clock. It said like 6:57. And I had a whole conversation or something on the phone that I was going to be ready at a certain time that day, and I would see them later. And then I rolled over and went back to sleep. That conversation never happened. Ever. I looked at my phone logs, I talked to the person, they're like, what are you talking about? You never talked to me. Yeah, nothing on the phone logs. Either. Something so simple was a part of my dream? Why? Yeah, Lemmies, Farina, and the Roulette's VAs are gonna host this one. So you found it. Mm-hmm. I didn't hallucinate this one, chat. We good. We're good. Nah, I don't remember playing with any. Okay, so Deuce didn't play with any building blocks for ABC stuff either. I mean, I might have just forgotten, but Mom says I've always loved playing outside. Yeah, my family says I was always big on sledding and climbing trees. Lots of outdoor stuff. You're both so active. Even if I'd been born on land, I doubt our paths would have crossed. Yeah, me too. I was not much of an outside kid. My sibling would, like, drag me to go outside. Because that was the caveat for my mother to let her go run around with her friends. Was to bring me with her. And I was like, I just want to read. I just want to sit in a corner, do some doodles, read some bookies. And I was pretty young. My mother always tells me it. She goes, okay, look, you, your sister, and so-and-so and so-and-so are not the same. Because I was left home alone when I was like 10 or so, like really young. Mm-hmm. But they can't do that to the rest of my family. Because they can't be trusted. Because they know all I would be doing is sitting in a corner, either drawing or reading or like watching some TV or something. The others would probably start like a riot in the house. Or burn it down, either one. Real. Couldn't get me to touch grass like these hooligans. Tell me about it. Well, I still need to find a souvenir that would be easy to hand out to a large group. I'll look around a bit longer. Certainly. I'll take my leave then. You should go check. I should go check on the others. You should go check on the others. But thank you for so kindly showing us around. I'm sure we'll see more of each other later. All right. A cryptic meaning. Let me get a sippy. Give me a sippy. But yes, chat, we put our tea in little bottles now, so I can put the little lid on in case I accidentally jump. Because this is preparation for most of my horror streams, right? Like if I jump and I hit my desk and I had a glass or something, R.I.P. to drink. It was nice knowing you. R.I.P. to cup all over. Yeah, so I came prepared. You know, I'm surprised there hasn't been a Twisted Wonderland X Kingdom Hearts collab yet. I am not so surprised. When was the last Kingdom Hearts game that we ever had? How long ago was that? Is it Funimation? Is that who runs this? No, it's not Funimation. I don't remember who runs Twisted Wonderland off the top of my head again. How do I keep forgetting them? Big animation company. Big. Aniplex. Thank you. Oh my goodness. So it's been Shoujo. It's been forever. Good to see you again. Hello, I remember you. Yeah. Aniplex. I should remember that. I grew up with that. Aniplex. Opening. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, you remember me. Yeah, oddly enough, I don't remember most of my life or my own name some days, but I remember random weird tidbits about people's lives that they have told me. And names of other people. Well, we've evened our fill and procured souvenirs. Let's stroll over to the festival ground, shall we? How have you been? Okay. Oh man, that's a lot of stalls. I see fruit, vegetables, bread, fish, processed meats, cheeses. They even have antique shops as well. Ooh, that would be pretty to go into. I suppose there are no restrictions on what shops can sell here. One could do brisk business if they planned well and avoided competition. Zool's making plans. Zool's making plans. I've been good, and you? Been pretty good. We had a little mishap last night. With my stream last night. And it's kind of unfortunate. But we move on. We carry on. The DLC for Kingdom Hearts 3 was in 2020? What? Isn't Kingdom Hearts 3 like old? I don't think it's that young. Definitely pulling for Masquerade. Oh. Yeah. Oh wait, is Masquerade up next? Is that what it is? Yes, it is. It is. It is. Yeah, I got my Sebic. I got a couple Sebics actually. He's capped at 70 right now. Oh, it's up next. Good. Did you log in today? Here's my mother's side coming out for no reason. I'm only a cat mom though, but
Years of cold hardens the will. We shall never fall.
Hello. I logged in. Yeah, for your free 10 pulls. Yeah, I got distracted with what I was trying to say to you.
We have a situation at hand.
Kingdom Hearts 3 is pretty new. Kingdom Hearts 2 is over a decade old. Okay. No, and 3 is still very young compared to the other games. I hate Zumba. Fora, do you have Zumba every day? Do you have Zumba every day? Well, that's the question here. That'd be very unfortunate. Kind of weird, even. Because you're supposed to have breaks for certain things. Or else you're just gonna burn out completely. Though, to be fair, I think you've already reached the burnout phase for Zumba, because I don't think you ever wanted to go. So, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Oh, that's not too bad. It's just kind of weird that they're all together, though. Zippy. Oh, wow! Kingdom Hearts 2 is almost 20 years old? Well then! Wednesday is early Zumba. Well, that just means you finish early, correct? Think of it that way. They have Monday off, but I got work. Well, you don't really get off, do you? You don't get that break, because you're working anyway. So you don't get to have that, oh, well, Monday is free. Nope. It's starting! Ending in the next hour. Okay. Well, good luck at Zumba again, Fora. We shall remember you fondly. We shall hold a grand funeral in your honor. Grand funeral. But yeah, Zol's making plans. There is no shortage of customers either. Yes, what a fine place for trade. He always sees things as a seller rather than a buyer, huh? Of course. I have to keep a sharp eye out at all times, or I could miss a golden opportunity. Also, how was the fanfic? Got to read it? I don't think I've slept. Fora. Since last night, I don't think I've been asleep. Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think I went to sleep. I just realized that. I have been busy. Turn up the volume? I'm on the game? Is it a little low? It might be. Oh, I'm trying to drown out the music. You're doomed, Fora. If it's like any other Zumba class I've ever witnessed, that thing is shaking the building. Game and your audio. I thought I'm pretty loud. I'm pretty loud though, so.
We have a situation at hand.
Yeah, man, back in our college days when I had yoga, sometimes they had Zumba in the door next door, in the room next door, and that thing was loud. You don't want to have yoga next to Zumba. It does not go well. Yeah, their gym music is always so loud. The redeems are louder. Oh, I can miss a golden opportunity. Oh, it's us. Oh, hey, Grim, if it ain't Deuce's group. Hello, Group A. Are you enjoying yourselves? Why, hello, Professor Train. And greetings to you as well, Arian Grimm. Yes, we're having a most enlightening time. I do so enjoy field work. Anything interesting? High impact yoga! There's another type of yoga that's really weird, and they use like these things that dangle from the ceiling, and you do like pretzels. You do like weird pretzel-y things. Yeah. Oh, you miss yoga? I kind of miss yoga. I still practice though, myself. I still have my little yoga pamphlets that teach me certain disciplines. I have my yoga blocks, I have my yoga mat. I'm gonna have to get a new yoga mat though. But it's kind of like I don't want to get a new yoga mat anymore. I always thought about replacing it, but then I kind of gave up. Because my previous cat that I had to put down scratched it up. And it's kind of, you know, it's kind of something to remember her by now. She left her little kitty cat mark on it. Ah, yes, we found the perfect study aids for Deuce and Apple. The building blocks? Really? What do you... Wait, you're not talking about the building blocks, are you? Don't believe him, Mary. That's just Azul's idea of a joke. Getting clowns on. We're about to walk around this street. We could join you if you'd like. I'd be delighted to have your invaluable guidance, Professor Train. By all means, do. Welcome aboard. Oh, hey, that store there sells accessories. Oh, clicky. What's this? Pretty. See, it looks like a drink catcher, but at the same time, it looks like that, I don't remember where it was from, but it was like the eye of something. It's supposed to give, like, good luck, etc., etc. It looks like a necklace. The pendant's a wooden frame with some kind of netting inside. What an odd design. There's just a dinky rock in the center. Boring! My ribbon looks way cooler than that jinky necklace. You're really into your outfit, huh? Let me see that. Ah, that's a classic Fleur City charm necklace. Well, well. I took you for a tourist, but you know your stuff. Oh, anyone my age would know that. What's the charm supposed to do? There's an old saying about it. When you wear this woven band, you hold the city in your hand. See, this makes me want to watch the movie again. Like, Disney, you're accomplishing something. I don't know how they keep doing it, but every new game, every new type of series that has something to do with Disney, etc., they renew their content and they make it interesting and compelling again. It's such a smart ploy. It's such a smart ploy. Because this is the little necklace the gypsy had, right? I remember. Because that's how they found the place underground. Under the, what was it, the Louvre? The Louvre? Under the Louvre. Right. Yes, and they were all hiding under there. Interesting. So when someone wears it, they become rich enough to buy a city? Do I have that right? You do not have that right, Azul. No. No. No, Azul, no. Yep. Wait, the Louvre? Is that how you say it? Do you know? Do you actually know? Well, hard to say. Nobody knows what it's really supposed to mean these days. And speaking of Disney, I just had that thought pop up my head. There's a book series about, oh, Kingdom Keepers. I remember reading it. Yes. That also has to do with Disney. So they have Kingdom Hearts, they have Twisted Wonderland, they have the Kingdom Keeper thing. What else is there? What else is there? Oh, they own Marvel now. So they can just shove them in there almost now. As they please. Disney's real smart with it. No one knows what it's supposed to mean these days. So no one knows what it does? That's kind of a letdown considering it's a charm. I recall more stalls carry them the last time I was here. Maybe it's going out of style because it lost its meaning? I don't know. Yeah, well, they're kind of hard to explain. And they went out of style. Yeah, see, they went out of style a while ago. Nowadays, tourists barely know what they are. They're more for locals than anyone else. Nostalgia? Hell yeah, Captain America versus Malleus. When, Anaplex? Heck yeah, let's go. You know who would win, right, Malleus? I'm putting my money on Malleus. My money's on Malleus. I might be biased, though. I like Captain America, but, I'm sorry, buddy. Can you cast spells all of a sudden, Captain America? Probably not. A curious design with a cryptic meaning. They'd get a kick out of that. Oh, the twins, at least. They'd be like, wait, no. Is he giving the map of the underworld to Jade and Floyd? Oh, no. Wait a minute. Stop. Wait. Azul, you don't know what you just gave them. Next time we come back to Fleur City, and if Jaden and Floyd do not have some weird underground, like, mafia going on, I'm calling Cap. Like, something happens, right? And they're like, oh no, where do we go? Jaden and Floyd, I know a place. And they'll, like, whip out the necklaces. I know a place. And then we get to reenact when everybody was hiding underground. I think I'll pick up one for Floyd and Jade. So you're getting souvenirs for them too. More like compensation for minding the door while I'm out. The necklaces are suitable and not too expensive. That and they would literally start chewing on you if you didn't give them something. Say, Aerie, are you and Grim buying any gifts for people? Yeah. Still looking for the right thing? These are some good necklaces. But I don't know. I think we need to get something else. We all can't get the same presents for people. I just don't think it would be right. It's always wise to be careful. For those of you who've been to conventions or just been to the marketplaces, out and about with like different stalls, etc., the smart way to shop is to see if something that you currently like at this current stall has multiples, right? If there's multiples of that thing, you can go, okay, I like this. More than likely, they're not going to sell it immediately, so I'm going to go to look at the other stalls and see if I like something better there. So you don't buy something and then find something else that you like instead. You have something in mind, you keep it in mind, then you go somewhere else, and then go, okay, but I like the other stall that I was just at more. And then you go back and you buy it. Trick of the trade. It should be obvious, but some people don't know how to, like, min-max some things like that. I digress. Do let me know if you find anything particularly memorable. I might consider picking it up for myself. I'm good as long as I can eat my weight in snacks. I'm sure you are, Grim. I'm sure you are. But hey, maybe I'll get Ace something if I feel like it. How generous. How generous our gremlin creature is. Boop, 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 boop. I'm glad I'm in Group A. What happened to the other groups then? Uh-oh. Wait. Let me get some nom noms. I'm hungry. Ow. Still chewing. Yum, yum. Okay, we're done. I'm in Group A. So your group has been exploring the city in a systematic manner, following Ashengrada's lead. And it sounds like Spade and Valmir have been both cooperative and eager. We should be on our way, but keep your learning. Consider your knowledge a prize you'll take back to school. Thank you very much for your time. We'll see you again when we have time to meet up. Honestly, this group doesn't look too bad. Clearly, Azul's the one in charge. You have no, like, power struggles. They're both happy people to follow along. Decently. We've still got time before then, right? What else can we do? How about... Deuce apple. Yes? Here, these are for you. Aw, what? I picked them up when I bought the necklaces. Is that like a little sketchbook? Really, what a pretty bag. Oh, there's a pencil in here. Apple's is red and mine is yellow, huh? Cute. Wait, these are gifts? For us? Yes, they are. What's the catch? There is none. I bought them to commemorate this day. He's buttering them up. That's exactly what he's doing. Really? Wow, that's so nice of you. I feel like since you've got it for me, it'll help me study better. Yeah, same. I'm feeling better about my next test grade already. I'm surprised though. I didn't expect you'd get us a gift. Apparently, the local company makes them, has been doing so for ages. They're made for sketching, but I tried one out and it felt nice to write with. Aww. I hope they'll give you the motivation to apply yourselves to your studies. Thank you! You're so easy to talk with, Azul, and you've got a great sense of humor, too. I actually thought you'd be more intimidating. He's got him. Azul won. He said GG easy, next group. An avocado. Gee, thanks. Yeah, I'm glad I'm in Group A now. To think. One little pencil was all it took to soften them up. My plan was to befriend some trusting freshmen so the next few years at school would be easier. But these two are alarmingly credulous. I can only imagine how rough Bill and Riddle have it. You do make me fearful for White Raven College's future. Huh? Why is that? I'd like you both to ponder that very question. He says, you're too gullible. We're doomed. Now, let's move on, shall we? There's more to see and only so much time. Lead the way. Yeah. There's a reason why they're not an Octabanel. Putting it out there. Zul, Deuce, and Apple. Idia, Rook, Silver, and Ruggy. I'm worried about that group. Malia, Sevik, and Riddle, and Jamil. See, that's the group I'm least worried about. Because I felt Azul very well could just use these two. There's no way Sevik wasn't going to be with Malleus. And they're all leaders. Everybody else in here is a leader. Well, he's not a dorm head, but you know, he's kind of there. Jamil. This is kind of like where everybody else just happened to go. And that's worrisome. Idia, Rook, Silver, and Ruggy. I kind of don't want to put Idia and Ruggy together. It's horrifying. 6. Where's 7? 7? 7! Time to hit the road. I don't know. I would like to get to book 3 today. We'll see. I have a lot of editing and my 2.0 model that I'm currently starting to be behind on finishing. And because I'm trying to make it a surprise for you, chat, and everyone else who follows me, I don't want to stream me working on my 2.0 model. I want it to be a surprise. Yeah, field work. It's just a fancy term for unstructured wandering time. Absolutely terrible for loners. Still, it's better than what teachers go, okay, time to make your own groups. But not by much. Has anyone else hated this? Time to make your own groups? I hate this sentence in any class I've ever taken. Specifically because a lot of classes as I got older, or like college, etc., you know, the higher grades, I stopped bothering trying to make new friends and new classes every time. And you just did your work, or then you left, and then you met your friends in the hallways and everything else. I didn't bother with that. So when they say make your own groups, it's who's gonna choose me? No one. And who am I gonna choose? No one. I just stay where I am and work alone. Yeah, our teachers don't allow that. They didn't allow that. They would put you with somebody if you didn't already have somebody. I did have a very good physics class, though, where all the smart people, because we also took engineering at the same time, and we just so happened to take physics class in our school as well, because we took a college course and had regular school, but we all decided, hey, let's just work together. Like, the top students all made a group together. We weren't really friends or anything like that. We didn't really talk, but we got stuff done. Just be efficient, and sometimes being efficient will make you be the one to be chosen in a group. Anyway, the Team Star members are... Oh, we. Ah! It is like, oh god, he's in my face. Greetings, I'm not saying this. Something French, Rook. Team Star consists of yourself, Silver, Ruggy, and moi. I was a very malleable kid in high school, so I could easily get along with other people. I was a group hopper, right? I didn't have a specific group. I talked to this people, I talked to these people, this people, these people, these people, and these people. I never knew it until the last year. I think the last year that I was highly disliked within my theater group. I learned the hard way when I heard him over talking crap. I'm sure I've told this. I told this story all the time of someone who talked crap about me to my theater teacher, and then I confronted him. But some people, chat, don't force yourselves to be friends with people. They're not worth your time. They are not. And sometimes you just have nothing in common with other people that are just around you in your current vicinity. Don't force it. It doesn't feel genuine. It's not genuine. It's not going to be a fun time for anybody involved, because they're going to be able to tell, and you certainly know it. I too would be scared being jump scared by the French. Ah! Team Star. Team Star. I love the fact, though, that no one could decide on who was the more important group. Because you got Group 1, Group A, and Team Star. Who came up with the names? It's gotta be the house wardens who came up with the names, right? Because Team Star seems like something Idia would say. It just seems like that. Such a bright smile. That sheer extrovert aura is no joke. If only Azul were here to balance it out with some shadiness. What a bunch of idiots. I love them. I know, right? Those little crunklies. Those silly little crunklies. The little goofies. Little goobers that they are. Does everybody else also agree that Idia and Azul are just like friends? Like low-key friends. They're like behind closed door friends? They're never gonna admit it to themselves or other people. But they're friends. Aren't they in the same club together? Was it board games? Oh, you think so too? Bright out? Oh, you think it's too bright out? Oh, I could read. I could read English. I think Rook's French kind of threw me through a loop, and now I can't even read regular English words anymore. Uh-oh. I guess the brim of your hat isn't all that wide. I mean, compared to yours, Silver. That won't do it at all. Would you like to borrow my hat? Wow, Rock here is oblivious as Kaleem. Reminds me of our good old facepalm brigade. Wee wee baguette. No, Dumpster Bunny. Oh hey, Rocky's got some shade going on underneath his athletic exterior. But is it just me? Or are we all talking on different wavelengths? What are we? An adventuring party from an isekai transmigration light novel? Wait a minute. Isn't that technically what this is? Is this the fourth wall? Idia. An isekai transmigration light novel. Isn't this what... Shh, okay. Isn't that what we're doing here? Does he realize that the MC is technically from another world? So technically it is an isekai transmigration. Don't worry about it. You're right. You're right. Scratch my head, think about it. Nope, nah. I can't make heads or tails of what you said either, you know. I've got a feeling this group's a train wreck in progress. No one in this group, I think, would hang out with each other. Not a single one. Silver would have no reason to talk to him. Rook is probably always there anyway. In the background. But not in the forefront. Idia definitely wouldn't be here. He'd be in his room. And Reggie would not be here. If no one's paying Reggie wouldn't be here. Well, what would everyone like to see in the city? I want to check out some local handicrafts and specialty goods. After all, we're having a feast for each free meal tonight. Are you looking for souvenirs? I was hoping to buy one for Lilia myself. Perusing popular products could provide an insight to Fleur City itself. I like that idea. Yeah, I'd like to pick up something for Ortho while we're exploring too. Let me check my meow meow. Hey babe, are you okay? Okay, she went back sleepy. I guess she just sneezed and went back sleepy. I want to get the main quest out of the way fast. That way our job here will basically be done. Our job is attending the social. Unfortunate. Poor Idia. He doesn't want to hear that one. The social's already begun for me. Sounds like we've got a consensus. So let's get questing. Time to hit the road. Every time I see Idia, the more I think how handsome he is. I don't know what it is. It's just he's just kind of one of those people that the more you look at him, the more they the more good looking they look. How many? Okay. A safe part of town. I don't see it. Oh, is that because you see it all the time? Or do you not like him? Do you not like him? Are you anti-Idia? It's kind of crazy. Shiny. Oh, how stunning. I think he's funny. Uh-oh, that was a good letdown, Dumpster Bunny. You can just feel the history emanating from the city streets. Not to mention there are flowers growing everywhere. How fragrant Fleur City is. Eee, beauty, flowers, colors, lights, festivities? I can read. The sheer sparkliness is overwhelming. Yes, it truly puts me in a lively mood. Pretty much everyone around here is dressed like us. I thought we'd stick out like sore thumbs, but nope. We look right at home. I desperately want to get this walk over with as fast as humanly possible. He's pretty cool in book 6. I'm not there yet. Wait, does NA even have book 6? Do we? I don't remember if we got it. Did we get it? We got it. We did get it. So, hey. The map says there's a flea market in this area. That could cover all our needs. Interesting. We should check it out. Ah, what a lovely flea market. The splendor of the colorful tents makes my heart go pitter-patter. That's so weird. Yeah. Wonder what kind of finds I can dig up. Oh, hey, someone dropped their hat. Whoa. It's filled with coins. You're right. It's an upside-down hat with coins inside. They're in front of every shop. Okay. I know what's going on here. Someone lost this. Wouldn't it be best if I picked it up? Ruggy Boochie. It's gonna get us in trouble, Ruggy. Yes, and it's a nightmare to complete. Oh, yeah, that's right. I remember you guys talking about it to me before. Scary. Somehow, I doubt it'd make it back to its owner, lol. Surely you're not thinking of pilfering the contents of that hat? Ah, bonjour, something something French rook. My friend with the ornate handkerchief. Rolo's like, what'd you just call me? What? Did you just call me? Were you by any chance addressing me with that royal title? Wait, but of course. He's asking because there's nothing, of course, about it. Like, how tall is Idia? I just realized how he's freakishly tall, isn't he? Is he like... Is he almost as tall as Malleus? The top 4 people I think of for tallness is like Malleus, the Tweels, and now Idia? Do they say it on their character cards? Like their character sheets? How tall they are? They should, right? I want to check that out. I'm too curious now. Maybe? Don't worry, we're not trying to steal anything. Well, you're not trying to steal anything, Silver. But Ruggy Bucci, he definitely is. Ruggy thought someone lost this and wanted to return it to its owner. Yeah, I resent that accusation. I wasn't gonna do that. I would have taken the money. I wouldn't have done that, no. Oh, is that so? I beg your pardon, then. Rolo knows. He's like, oh, likely story. No one lost it. People put their money in those hats when making purchases. So, wait, like, these beaten up old hats are their cash registers? That's so bizarre to me. That's so bizarre. Indeed. Have these people even heard of security? Pardon? It's a long-standing Fleur City tradition. There's a saying that if you place a hat upside down and put money in it, the money will find its way back to you in no time if it ever gets lost. And so people just leave hats full of money out in the open? I know the shopkeepers can see them, but anybody could swipe and run. Absolutely. No, absolutely. Wouldn't happen in my town, that's for sure. Even a local dog and cat would be stealing the hat. We would get Cat in the Hat Part 3. But with gold. This must be a real safe part of town. Indeed it is. We pride ourselves on the practice. It's like a symbol of how peaceful we are. The whole place would go bankrupt if someone like Ruggy set up shop here. I take that as a compliment. Yes, well, sadly, we still get ill-mannered outsiders visiting our city. Especially around festival time. See, he's disgusted with these people. He is absolutely disgusted. Why am I today years old to realize that's Esmeralda's? Why am I today years old, right now, right this minute year old? That's Esmeralda's handkerchief scarf thing, right? That's it, right? I'm looking it up. Who's Esmeralda from the movie? Right? Her name is Esmeralda. Esmeralda. Hunchback. I think that's what it's supposed to be themed after. Yeah, sure, her little hair tie and everything was purple too. Never seen Hunchback of Notre Dame? That's what this is based after! Dumpster Bunny! You're telling me you didn't see the actual original movie? This was one of my favorite movies. It had such darker themology than a lot of some of the other Disney movies, and that's saying a lot. Also, their song slaps. Their songs fire. Get it? Fire? Right? You may not get it. Oh, baby! Oh, baby! Oh, no. I have to go check on my Meowie. Oh, no. Oh, my poor Meowie! Okay, we back. Sorry, guys. My cat has a kiki cold. I have to check on her because she keeps, like, choking on her own phlegmy reenies. I know that's not great news to hear, but we have to keep our baby with us. Yes, we do. We might have to take someone to the VET. You don't think you've seen any Disney movies in full? Uh-oh. Oh, baby. Oh, shh. You're a good Kiki. You're a good Kiki. You probably hear that, actually. I think that came through my microphone. Her coughing. Or her Black King. No, baby Kiki. Now we can add our little Kiki thing. Ready, chat? Kiki's gonna join us on the stream. You won't actually see her, but we're gonna add a cute photo of the Kiki. Cat. So, unfortunately, one of my stream days might end up being canceled. We'll have to see how it goes. Just because someone decided to get sicky. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Little sick meow meow. There she is. Ta-da! There's Maui. Boom. She's joining us for stream. Because now she's in my lap. She's getting snuggied. Ooh, is that my good baby? Is that my good little baby? You love your mommy. Yes. And mama loves you. Poor baby. Little poor babies. Oh, my, that was a rough one. Aww. Poor Kiki. Yeah, that comes through my microphone. Oh, baby, let it out. Don't be swallowing my phlegmies. Why does she look so confused about being in Twisted String? Because she is confused. You know, at this point, I'd almost be happy if you decide to vomit. Maybe that's what we need to do. That was loud. I know. I know. That's why I said sometime this week she's probably gonna have to go to the vet, whether anybody in this scenario likes it or not. They told me to try to keep it, you know, take care of it at home, but I think she's getting worse. We're not too worried. She's a big, strong Kiki. Yeah. Yeah, you strong Kiki. So the people in town always form a city watch to keep the peace this time of year. See, that figure standing under those lights, and the one in front of the building behind us. They're part of it. Okay, so we have city guards. The way they stand reminds me of guards. Yeah? I mean, isn't that what it is? See, and cats are kind of like babies. They're kind of dumb, right? So when you're sick, you're not supposed to keep swallowing like your snotarini that goes into the back of your throat because that makes you more sick and it makes it worse, right? That's just re-entering the bacteria into your body. That's exactly what she's doing. They're little dummies. Yikes, good thing you told me all this now. The City Watch is made up of volunteers who are inspired by the Righteous Judge. Tales claim Righteous Judge was an ardent proponent of improving city security during his time. Oh, it does? Oops. Dumpster Bunny! Don't be eating phlegm. It's a wonderful thing. We must deter any and all wrongdoings. Agreed, when someone does something wrong, it's important to give them a chance to reflect on their mistakes. Wouldn't it be easier to set up some security cams and sensors rather than having people stand guard around town? Seems to me like digital solutions could manage their money and peacekeeping efforts more effectively while letting everyone rest. Then again, I guess you're not supposed to change up traditions, like the whole point. It's simply marvelous how your peaceful city of happy residents instills its citizenry with a sense of diligence and pride. And serious craftsmanship. You my Kiki cat. You doing good, baby. See, she still plays. She still eats a lot. She asked for seconds. They said I shouldn't worry too much until she stops doing all of that. But I don't know. Well, let's take a look around at what's for sale, shall we? Bonjour. Something, something. I'm not saying it. What fine weather we're having. A perfect day for treasure hunting, is it not? Bonjour, yes, I agree, absolutely. Have a look at whatever you like. S'il vous plaît. I know s'il vous plaît. Merci. Wait. So, are you from the Shaftlands, Rook? No, my homeland is the Sunset Savannah. I think I should have known that, but at the same time, it doesn't make sense. All of their faces are weird. Well, of course they're weird. They're looking at him funny. Hello, nobody. How art thou? Right? Then how are you fitting in so well? But he is a hunter, yes. That's why I don't think he's originally from Sunset Savannah. He doesn't seem like he's originally from there. Could I see him living there? Yes. 20 more minutes. You got this, Fora. You got this. Ugh. Zippies. Oh, I almost choked on air. I'm almost like my cat over here. And you're alright? Good, good. Glad to see you're alright. Yes, yes. Yeah, the way you act. It's like you were born and raised. Yeah. Hi, Gio. How are you today? Hello, Gio. I was about to say something that would have spoiled Rook lore. Uh-oh. Hello, Eri. How are you? We're coping.
Well done. やるじゃないか.
We're coping. We're making up for last night today. Oh, hi, Fora. Are you trying to drown out Zumba
Years
again?
of cold hardens the will.
Rules
We shall
are
never
made
fall.
to be broken.
That's a yes. Oh dear, R.I.P. Fora. Shall be remembered. Fora was a cool person. I'm doing good, but going to get some food and then play scuffed PowerPoint D&D game, huh? Yeah? What that? Yeah, the way you act is like you were born and raised here. I feel like he was born and raised somewhere in France. There's no way he's been in Savannah forever. I disagree. Good luck. Yeah, good luck with that, though. You honor me. It's because of how bright, friendly, and beautiful the people of the city are. I read a bit on Fleur City beforehand and found that it's practically bursting with art. One of my favorite plays is set in this very city. In fact, the potential new discoveries I could make set my very soul aflame. I'm not sure, Erin, but I'll let you know how it goes. I believe in you. You got this or you don't got this. Either way, you got this. Too much energy. I can't deal. See, Idia's like me IRL. Yeah. And we have stumbled upon some beauteous works already. cute! Look at the tiny wooden figures on sale here. Are they not delightful? Aha, neat. Those are some real old-fashioned toys. Imagine somewhere within Twisted Wonderland, the entire country of France just exists somewhere. That would be crazy. Like, maybe the magic mirror wasn't, like, taking us to our actual home again. But it's been there the whole time, and this is just, like, kind of the same dimension. Well, not the same dimension, but the same world, but different dimension. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, like Alice through the Looking Glass. If you've ever known anything about that, she goes through, you know, the Looking Mirror, goes to, technically, it's supposed to be Underland, but, you know, the dummy calls it Wonderland because she thinks it's different and cool. It's Underland. It's Underland. Anyway, that could be us. We could be the new Alice. Because we went through the mirror. It's the same world, different dimension. Yeah, completely different world, but France is still a thing. I don't know. Completely different world, but France is still a thing, yeah. I've seen a lot of similar figures at the other stalls as well. Yes, they're one of our traditional crafts. No one knows their exact origins, but people have made them for a long time. See, they allude to, like, the heroes all the time, and that's very interesting, because so they still existed, but to the extent to which they existed is very interesting, especially because we have the other academies. Old wooden figures have been found within our school's bell tower as well. Oftentimes they're sold with miniature wooden houses. Oh, you're right. There are model buildings for sale too. They're pretty big. This one is a model of Noble Bell College. See the bell tower in it? This one here looks familiar to me, and so does this one. Why, they're identical to the view we saw from the bell tower. It's a miniaturized version of the entire city. Delightful. I want to know how the villains got to be so idolized, right? Like, what happened? That's a good question. And why are there a bunch of schools made after them? That's a bigger question. Neat, but they're still just chunks of wood, right? Reggie doesn't get it. Maybe the villains won. That is true. Yeah, it sounds like so far most of the stories we've heard is that they did win. Because they mention the heroes, but they don't call them heroes, right? They call them, oh, this insignificant worm or this outsider got into their thing. But don't worry, our great villain leader took them down. I mean, Frollo finally got laid. Nobody knows. Zippy, also Dumpster Bunny. We need to make you watch Disney movies. I think that's a thing. I mean, kids' toys are usually pretty cheap. No, they're not. Now, wait just a minute, Reggie. Whoa, jeez, I didn't know you could yell that loud, Idia. Look closer. See the joints? What's this about joint locks now? See, Idia, I'm sure, is a figurine collector. He's got every anime, every game he's ever played. Top tier figurines. Changed my mind. I'm sure he does. The shoulders, the elbows, and the wrists are all articulated parts designed to be moved. Yes, it's a more modern one. They used to be carved whole from blocks of wood. But over time, a demand for greater levels of detail arose, and they began making parts separately, so I'm told. It's been a long time since I watched a Disney movie that wasn't Marvel or Star Wars. Yeah, right? Like, this is making me want to watch Hunchback of Notre Dame. Notre Dame. We never figured out which one it should be. Because Americanized, bastardized. Let's go. Quick, someone call Edie's action figure collection a bunch of dolls. Do you want to be roasted, Dumpster Bunny? Because that's what's gonna happen. You're gonna be a roasted toasted. A bunch of dolls. A bunch of kid toy dolls. At that. Both techniques take serious craftsmanship. These figures are incredibly detailed, Reggie. So, So he's saying they're worth a lot of money, Reggie Bucci. This isn't some garage kit. It's full scratch built from wood. I've never seen anything like this before. So, these had to been made by some famous master craftsman. Don't care. What's still just wood? See, Reggie, this is why Reggie stayed poor. Right? He doesn't see an opportunity yet. He needs to get the ideas. If it's not valuable, I'm not interested. Hey, don't knock it. A detailed figure like this could fetch hundreds of the marks. Easy. Huh? Well, made figurines aren't just toys. They're works of art. You wouldn't believe the premiums they can go for. These ones here are a few marks each. Are you saying I could get 100 times that on resale? Or even more? He's a resale, what are they called? They take something cheap and then they resell it for really, really, really high price and they like buy the monopoly of it. Nothing wrong with having a massive collection of dolls. Flipping, yes. There you go. We're in otaku land. No, buddy? With me, we're always in otaku land. What do you mean? Okay, you piqued my interest. Tell me all about them. I'll get some for Ortho, too. Oh, good. I'm glad Idia's enjoying himself. He's been so quiet, I was worried he might be feeling under the weather. Thank you, Rolo. Well, that wasn't the point I was trying to make, but still. Baby, are you okay? Look at mommy. Look at mommy. Look at mama. There we go. Why do I get the feeling that Rolo is just as bad as Frollo? I mean, he does the handkerchief thing, you know, when you don't want to talk to somebody. I'm sorry, I do the same thing when I'm out in public. You know, like with a mask or something. You don't want to talk to him, you don't want to associate with the lower, you know, it's kind of, you're like, oh, that's nasty. Oh, God. They have the same hat. Hello, Sandine. There's a trick. Hello, Sandine, how are you today? Also, I don't recall. But yeah, you got the green one now. Congratulations. Maybe Rolo just has some asthma and has some trouble breathing. Hello, I am well, and you? We're coping. Yeah, we're fine enough. I'm just thinking of the vet bill my cat's about to make me have. What's that sparkly thing in the next stall? Ooh, pretty. I like it. It's a glass mobile. Very pretty. They're popular here. People like to hang them in windows. That said, we don't normally buy ready-made ones. You don't? You mean this is handmade? Indeed. Each household makes their own from scrap materials they collect. This stall selling handmade goods for tourists, no doubt. The ones people craft at home are made from used bottles, broken dishware, extra decorations, and so on. They're so beautiful it's hard to believe they're made from what's essentially junk. I found there's a certain modesty in their bright shine, a fine decoration, wouldn't you agree? Such beauty. I'm just saying the English equivalent. The sunshine takes in different hues when shining through the glass. The red of passionate lips, okay, buddy. The yellow of freshly bitten nectarine. The green of early summer trees. The blue of soleil. It's a kaleidoscopic stained glass that shifts when viewed from different angles. I should get one for Vil. Vil would love it. Vil would low-key love it. You see the world through the eyes of a poet. Ah, now that was some good shopping. What's this you're all looking at, Ruck? Rolo told us it's glass. Isn't it pretty? Oh man, I was hoping for gems, not glass. Never mind, the interest's gone. Ricky, on the other hand, is a momonist through and through. It's rather relaxing listening to the glass pieces clinking together. Sounds like we've taken a shine to it, Silver. Perhaps you could pick one up as a souvenir. I considered it, but I think Father would prefer something flashier and more fun. Oh, getting something for your dad, huh? Are you actually gonna ship it back home? Did Idia not hear him talk about Lilia? Okay. Oh, my friend and I are playing Bloons Tower Defense. Wait, Bloons Tower Defense 6, and they're getting our butts kicked by the event. Uh-oh, R.I.P. Who said Mama? Yeah. Mama-nist. Sippy, greed. We got greedy people out here. Money, money. Money, money. It's good to honor your parents. It's not part of the flea market, but there's a store with handcrafted goods a bit further up. Some of the wares are entertaining. I imagine he'd enjoy the selection there if he likes flashy things. Allow me to show you the way. Walkie-walkies. Here's what I'd recommend. Okay. Are these handkerchiefs? Plain blue handkerchiefs? No offense, but these look way more basic than those glass mobiles. Ah, but here's a trick to them. Shopkeep, I'd like to buy one of these. Sold, here you go. Now, observe. Boosh! Get down! Whoa! Oh, Silver blocked Idia! I think that sharp noise was some kind of attack. Looks like there's just red smoke and confetti. Oh la la, that startled me. Why would you say oh la la if you're scared? What? Rook, huh? Rook, what? I am personally convinced Rook just says a bunch of French words to see if it makes sense sometimes. Yeah. Someone just tackled the covers with one fell swoop. What kind of guy just busts out an Adonis move like that so instinctively? What was that? Thank you for giving me the exact reaction I expected. In fact, it was even better. This is a type of firework. When you blow strongly into the handkerchief, it sets off a noisemaker and smoke. Wanna vomit? They added another 5 minutes to leave. Why would they add on 5 minutes? That's kind of weird. I'm sorry. If I am expected elsewhere after my Zumba class, you best expect me to be leaving that Zumba class. They can't hold you there for hostage. Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. Why? How curious. I didn't feel any heat from it, yet it still generated noise and smoke. Does he use magic rather than gunpowder? Yeah, I guess so. I gotta admit, hiding a trait like that in a plain old handkerchief is pretty rad. What would you even use for it, though? Oh, children use these to play pranks on one another. I'm told. Also, some also use them as a distraction so they can run from grown-ups who are scolding them. It's pretty well made for a basic prank. I love this kind of stuff. It's flashy, loud, and fun. Sounds like it ticks all the boxes for you, Silver. I don't know, man. It's a kid's toy. Would it really be good for Dad? For a dad? Yeah, Lilia would probably like it. You're right, Idia. This would make a fine gift. It would? Father loves surprising people. That's... Yeah. He does. I'm sure he'd enjoy a unique handkerchief like this one. Your dad sounds like a playful dude. He is. A bundle of fun and cheer all around. His little smirky smirk. Shopkeep, I'd like to purchase this. I'm glad you like it. I'm always happy to help someone who do something nice for their parents. I should go check up on the others. To be fair, it's his job to go look at everybody to make sure they're all doing well. But at the same time, you know, we already got the little hint from book 1 that he's definitely up to something. Can't trust him. Merci, Rolo. Your walk with you has been most entertaining. Yeah, thanks. Hey, baby. Are you doing good, Kiki? Mama have to take you somewhere? I feel alive again. Hi, would you like to look at Mama? Oh, you're so cute, Pookie Bear. My little Pooh Bear. Yeah. Yeah. Are you cute? Hold on, I gotta give my Kissy some lovins. Who's gonna get some Kiki lovins? You do. Oh, you do get some Kiki lovins. Try exclamation point cat. Oh, baby, you're all snotty. You're all snotty, my poor little snot head, my poor little Kiki. Kiki. Oh yeah, you can copy paste that. I guess it didn't really work out well. I gotta figure out why it's doing that. Exclamation point, baby! Ooh! Yeah. Ooh! Yeah. He's so cute! Little Kiki. You're my little Kiki. And I like how where I have my cat's photo is currently where she actually is in my lap. She lays on this side of me, right? So when I go, I'm actually kissing her, and it looks like it. Ah, Kiki. She gets all the kisses. All the kisses. Yeah? Yeah, you're cute. I love little Maois. Oh, ooh. We're pet enjoyers here. Are you itchy? Me do some scritches. I shall do some scritches. We can leave whenever, but I got a mom supervisor. Yeah, as soon as they tack on that 5 minutes, you're like, Mom, but we could go. No, but we're not. But we're not going. No, we're not. And you're like, but Mom. No, yep. That's mothers for you. Ever walk in the store and your mom finds somebody she knows and
メッセージが来たぞ。読んどけよ。
Oh my goodness! Oh baby! What's with the jump scares? Oh baby! What the hell was that? Excuse me? I did not mean to start that chapter. Oh, pop quiz. Okay, I heard there's going to be an awful storm tonight. Who the heck is trying to chat me up right now? Oh baby! That was terrifying. She's so cute, but she still looks like she's trying to figure out what a Rolo is. She probably goes, Rolo, you mean a roly-poly that I can eat? Speaking of eating, let me get a bite of this food. Nom. Let me get my little mint thingy. I'll chat you up whenever. Huh? None? What do you mean? Huh? Well, we got all we wanted and with plenty of time to spare. I guess we don't have to meet up with the others quite yet. What should we do next? What was that? Yeah, what's that noise? Stomach grumblies? What? Oh no, did you drink something? I feel alive again. What are you drinking, Idia? Famous for grape juice. It's grape-tastic. Why? I'm in the personal belief that this is not grape juice. You mean wine? Are we just calling it grape juice for safety reasons? Is that what we're doing, Disney? We're just gonna call it that? When did you even buy that? And who ditches their group to get a drink just for themselves? Idia's drinking? Idia! I know, right? Tell me about it. Kinda crazy. Kinda strange. Uh-oh. You're a junior. You're supposed to be more mature. Why are you jealous, Reggie? He's like, how dare you? How dare you not also buy my drink for me? For free? I would like a free drink. Dude, you don't have to go full aggro on me. Unlike you guys, my stamina is non-existent. My fatigue meter is beyond maxed right now. Yes, Dash, I ain't staying for a group pick. Run, Fora. Run.
Rules are made to be broken!
Run. Fora. Run. They're gonna catch you, Fora. They work out. They do Zumba every day. They're going to catch you. So I was replenishing my sugar and water before I keeled over. Wouldn't want you guys to just leave me collapse on the street. That looks good. I was just getting thirsty myself. Likewise, perhaps we can all go get some drinks. Count me in. I hear someone behind us. Oh, it's us being creepers again. Look at us go. Oh, hey there, Grim, and Eerie, and Professor Train. Apparently, Idia likes Grim. I'm not surprised. Grim is clearly some creature from his dimension somehow. Even though Grim does not understand that. It's kind of obvious. It's true. They tried to block the doorway. Me running. Nope, nope, no. Why would they block the doorway? Isn't that creepy? I'm sure sometimes when people do that as a joke, they think it's funny. But to me, it's creepy. No, thank you. Hold on. There's a spider on my microphone. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna kill it. Pardon me. Where can I kill it with Sage? Can you kill it? No, you're kinda out of it. Aha. My Mento container. That should work just fine. Let me mute before I kill it. There we go. We're fine. Man, it's spider season, all right. I'll admit, I was a bit concerned when I saw the roster for Team Star. But I can see you're all out and about doing field work as a proper group. More or less. Just barely. We were about to go buy some grape juice. Idia was telling us about it. Oh, that's a fine idea. Fleur City grapes are delicious. That's right. The macaroons also had grapes in it, right? Oh. They want a group pic. And by block, please don't leave. We need a group pic, please. From 5 feet away. Nah. No, they're crowding you, Fora. They're trying to herd you like a sheeple. Run, Fora, run. Stop it. I don't know. I hate group photos. I hate them. I know some people say, oh, you look back on them. I would probably lose the group photo if I had one within a month. Yeah. I said they, but it's just one person. Fora! Fora, what are you doing? Eri, you should try some as well. I say we join them. Okay. Yeah. Get some grape juice. Oh. Interesting. Intriguing. Sorry, I looked over to another chat I was in real quick because I had to keep track of it tonight because some new stuff occurred. Anyway, I don't have that chat anymore. Oh, you need to go to bed, Dumpster Bunny? Oh, good night. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, we'll probably finish up book 2. And we'll probably have to take a break because I kind of want to hover over my cat because I just don't like the way she's acting. Not only that, but they do this every time it's their turn to lead Zumba. Goodness, I'll be driving home now. Oh, be free. Be free, Flora. Be free. You guys rock. Yes, be safe. Zippy. Well, here's where I got my grape juice. Let's see. Grapes for sale, available for eating by the bunch. We can also juice them for you. The choice is yours. Whether enjoyed whole or as a drink, you'll see why they're the jewels of our city. You'd even break the 5-second rule for them. Oh, geez. That's what the design board says. And I note they do, in fact, sell baskets of fresh grapes. I suppose people just stroll around eating them. How unusual. Sounds like they choke on the seeds that way. That's why I always make sure to chew them real good. He's got a point. You can't give those fresh grapes to any kids. They would be gone. What a tough choice. Fresh grapes or juice? I choose juice. What am I gonna get? Juice. 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 G-A-U-I-C-E. Grapey juice. Yeah, good choice. Your hands don't get all messy with juice, and it's easier way to get all the nutrients. Plus, the juice, the whole grape, skin and all. The vendor was real pushy about it, actually. They were like, the skin's where the good stuff is. You gotta have it. That's a good point, and you could use all the nutrients you can get, Idia. Silver! Silver! Ugh, you almost made it harder to decide. Now I want both. As much as I'd like to buy you both, it wouldn't be fair to the other students if I did. You must be judicious about the funds the head mage gave you. Never fear, Grim. I shall pay for my underclassmen. Oh, okay. Oh, for real? Nice, you're the man, Rook. Okay, I'll pay too. Oh dear, my apologies, Idia. Have I overstepped and put undue pressure on you? This is simply my way of showing gratitude to our group for spending the day with me. Think nothing of it. That only adds to the pressure. Here. I mean, it's not like a few drinks are gonna break the bank for me anyway. So, I'll cover half. Isn't he, like, rich? If I've heard correctly, isn't he, like, up there? You will? Thank you. Sweet, now I can get both. Thanks a ton. Sure, yeah. I'm greatly humbled by your generosity. Hunt and Shroud, you've both shown laudable consideration. I hope the rest of you appreciate it. Oh, you bet I do. Idia, Rook, you guys rock. Thanks a bunch. I'm gonna start with the juice. Now that's a tart wine. That's weird. It goes down so smoothly, perhaps because it's a concentrated juice. The rich grape flavor is enhanced. But in any case, it's delicious. Grapes are rich and satisfying on their own as well. It's like sweeter than sugar. I've never had grapes this sweet before. The vendor told me they've got vineyards outside the city. That's right, grapes are one of Floor City's specialty crops, and they're a popular thing to give loved ones. Even now, the people running the vineyards selectively breed their grapes to try and create better varieties. Wow. So I could eat even better grapes next time I'm in town? Already planning your next visit, huh? You might be getting ahead of yourself, Grim. Phew, that was a real treat. We'll be checking on other groups now. Do continue learning, everyone. Thank you for the lovely time, Professor Train. And, of course, Eerie Grim, too. See ya! Later. Ciao! Oh, next time, huh? I've got to make sure Ortho can try some of these grapes, then. And for that, right now... Okay, what do we check out next? I'm down for more food if you guys are paying. Reggie B. I'd like to thank you as all as well. Actually, please let me know what you want and I'll help you find it. Truly, then would you assist me in finding souvenirs for everyone? Right now, I just had to make it through these next few extra filled days. He's been through it. Chat, he's been through it. Living with the extroverts. Ah! Oh, it hurts. Right. Group 1, assemble! You don't have to shout at the top of your lungs. We can hear you just fine. We must not keep Malleus waiting. So group 1 is myself, Sebek, Rosehearts, and Viper. I hope we'll have an enjoyable time. So do I, Malleus. I was worried when Sebek started arguing and insisting that he join Malleus' group. I was about to say, there's no way Sebek is not gonna be with Malleus. But honestly, I'm glad he has a proper guard. It is true too. Of course! Malleus' safety shall always be my first priority. For my part, I'm interested in broadening my horizons by learning more of the city's history. I did some reading prior to our departure, but that's no substitute for experiencing a place firsthand. What of the rest of you? I certainly have no objections. I think that's a wonderful approach. I was also hoping to learn more about the city. Agreed, I'd like to see the sights and get the real Fleur City experience. See? Every single one of these people can agree with each other. This team has 2 house wardens with it. I just realized that. Wow! Woo! This is a strong team. this is a strong group. Not to say the other groups aren't as strong, it's just this one's kind of overpowering. Ah, so you're all interested in learning more history. I applaud your mindset. Jeez Louise, I thought this was group 1, not group boring. I respect their attitude. You're interested as well, Aerie. There are some spots I could recommend. They impressed me greatly when I saw them years back. They're not for tourists, though, so you won't find them on your map. Would you like me to show you around? You don't mind? I'd be happy to have you, Professor. Then I believe we have a place to start. Shall we get going? See, everyone here is also used to being like the one in charge. Or most of them, right? We got one little follower around. But all of them are used to having to deal with the adults at all times. Because they're the go-to person, right? They are the go-to student. I'm not surprised. Train just like kind of mosey on in, and the rest of them are like, yeah, hey Professor, how's it going, buddy? Tis a simple question. Here we are. I believe we're under one of the bridges that connects the city to Noble Belt College. I didn't even notice at first that there was a pathway when we were on the bridge. This is the entrance to an underground waterway. As Flame, I'm just gonna call him Flame, mentioned, the Bell of Solace is the heart of Lure City. But it wouldn't be an exaggeration to say these waterways are its nervous system. They developed alongside the city itself. See, and that's kind of terrifying when you think about how old some cities are, especially their infrastructure. That's a really long claw, babe. Because, well, it looks like it's either made of cement or stone. I'm assuming stone, right? Because stone was the thing they used. It cracks. It will eventually crack, and sometimes, depending how large it is and how intricate it is, you don't know how bad the base of that place is going to be at all. I don't know if you would ever truly know. Ah, so these are the waterways that run throughout the city. They're all made of stone, just as I read. They look rather old, yeah. Oh yes, it's a complex so vast, not even the locals know its entirety. See, that's horrifying to me. I've read about them as well. They were built so the whole city could use the water from Soleil. Soleil? Solel? Ah. Yeah, so that's not their only function. Here's a question for the class. What other historic purposes these waterways serve? I can answer that. Shh, don't spoil the fun now. Not everyone did research beforehand, remember? A fine point. Sebek, what do you think the answer is? You know Malleus loves teasing Sebek all the time. So cute. You're asking me? Now he's getting ganged up on. Oh no! Sebek! I'm in my liege's presence. I absolutely have to get this right. Professor, I request a hint. How gallant. Very well. This isn't the only entrance. There are many hidden throughout the city. Throughout the city, you say? Sebek, the waterways are right in front of you. Enter them and look around for yourself. Yes, sir. It's pleasantly cool in here. There are pathways wide enough for people to walk down on both sides of the water. It's too dark to see much, but I presume the walkways continue for a while. Judging from the wind, there are side passages as well. It's no use. I feel close, but the answer still eludes me. Okay, bored now. How's about you give up on this stupid question and move on? It's been mere minutes. Give me a little longer. Sebek's so cute. Here's another hint. What would you do if your liege tried to take a walk through there alone? My liege? Alone? Why, I would insist on accompanying him, of course. Who knows what manner of miscreants could be lurking in the shadows, waiting to strike. I have it! Did people used to hide in these waterways? Correct, Savick. Many tales claim that this place served as a hideout for some residents. And we discussed this earlier on when we saw the necklace. This is where the outcasts, quote unquote, hid. Not even I know what sort of people would stay here. But it's quiet and cool down here. Perhaps it's actually comfortable. The literature I read said that some residents would even refer to the hideouts as court. Was it the Court of Fools? Is that what they called it? It's fascinating. Well done, Zigvold. That little hint spurred your imagination and led you to the correct answer. I'm sure Train is actually very proud. That's like a teacher's... That's what you want to do as a teacher. You don't want to teach at them. You want to teach for them. You want to lead them in to learning more. Haha. 'Tis a simple question indeed for a proud guardian of the great Malleus. Whatever. Even I got it. Even now, these waterways mark the lives of people who are often made invisible by Fleur City's outward prosperity. Oh, it's the Court of Miracles from the movie. I couldn't remember what they called themselves. The Court of Miracles. Okay. Thank you. I want to say Court of Fools because one of the main guys in that was like the jester, right? I just didn't remember. They're a great way to learn about the area's history. Yes, and I much prefer the quiet here to noisier sections of town. I could spend a rather long while here. Yes, they're not exactly tourist attraction. The most foot traffic they get is from the occasional local out for a stroll. It's the Festival of Fools. Yeah, Topsy-Turvy Day. That's probably why I got it mixed up. I happened upon this place when I vacationed here years ago, and it was just as quiet then. It was a great spot to relax after many hours of tiring sightseeing. So this place was really more of a memorable date spot for you and your wife. My own history is hardly a topic of interest, I assure you. Where did you rest exactly? I'd like to see it myself. I'm interested to hear more about your travels, adventures with your wife. This discussion is over. I don't know. I think Jamila's more teasing him. For what reason? Malleus just asked you a question. You owe him a proper answer. Savic's the cutest shrimp. True, it could give us a deeper understanding of this place's history. By all means, tell us more. Like, Rettel, I know for sure truly means it. I'm just gonna tell him to drop it. I don't know. I'm kind of with the professor. I feel bad for him. I said the discussion was over. I apologize. I was only engaging in some light banter. Yeah, see, he was teasing him. I had no idea these three would show such interest in the topic. Really now, you should know better than to tease your teachers, Viper. Though, in the others' case, they all appear entirely earnest. Yeah, they seemed actually genuinely curious. Cute. At any rate, let's go back up top. Apologies for making you listen to an old man reminiscing. An apology is hardly warranted. This was quite a novel experience. You know, I just realized it's been unusually quiet. Is Grim not with us? Now that you mention it, he isn't. Where'd he go? He better not be causing any trouble. Look, there he is, on the other side of the bridge. He's standing stock still in front of some building. When did he sneak off? Bad, Grim. Bad! Where's the spray bottle? Where's the water spray bottle? Or the holy spray bottle? We need the holy water out. Oh. Okay, over here. A traditional hairstyle. Boop, boop, boop. Someone's got an itchy cat ear. Yes, she does. Ooh, Pookie Bear. It's my Kiki cat. Now see here, Grim. It is unacceptable for you to make trouble for my liege. Stare. Grim? Red, white, red, white. Red, white, red, white. He's not even blinking. What's he muttering? Red, white, red, white, red, white, red, red, white, red, white, right, right, red, white, white. Yeah! I can't stop watching this spinny thing. It's making me dizzy. Are you referring to this post right here? That's a barber's pole. They typically indicate a barber shop. I can see staff in white uniforms standing next to old fancy red chairs inside. With all that on top of using a barber's pole in this day and age, must be a pretty old-fashioned operation. I actually have one of those in town. I don't know. You think so? Barbershops in Briar Valley all look similar to this one. Yeah, isn't it more old-fashioned there? Seeing it rather takes me back. I wonder if my old barber is still faring well. I used to go in twice a month. Aww. Twice a month? That's a lot of barber visits. My sister only goes once a month for a trim. A proper guard, Amalius must always be properly groomed. Yeah, he's got a great hairstyle. I approve of how immaculate her hair always is. Yeah, Ziegfeld, many of our students could learn a thing from your example. It's the least I could do in service to such a noble figure. How often did you get your hair cut back home, Jamil? I've been growing my hair out since middle school, so I didn't visit the barber too often. Yeah, that's long hair. That's some long hair. I get the ends evened out once every few months at most. It's more work to take care of my hair, though. If anyone here is stringent about their appearance, it's Riddle. Really? What would you do about your hair in the Queendom of Roses? Oh, Fora, welcome home! The Viper siblings both have gorgeous and healthy hair confirmed. Yes. I would go to the barber's once a month. My mother scheduled my appointments for me. So cute. It was always the same time with the same person and the same cut and style. It's important for everything to look neat and trim. Oh, watching Kingdom Hearts cutscenes and Melody memories to write more fanfic. You got this. That's why I keep my hair short. I cut it myself when I first came to our school. Uh-oh. Truly, do you still do so? Katie didn't want me doing it for some reason. So now I go to the barber in town just like everyone else. Low-key. Cater's trying to save him. From himself? You should probably thank Cater for that. Imagine the person who gets everything done for him all of a sudden tries to do stuff for themselves, including cutting their own hair. Cater's like, no, Riddle, no, listen, buddy. I think, just collectively, that we should go to the barber together. You know, get a little trim, something done. Cater saved him from getting a lame bowl cut. Or worse. Or worse. I want to see a photo of him like that, though. Literally. I want them to make little photo cards for, like, specific scenarios during events. I think that would be adorable. Like, little jokey things here and there. Right? Like the memes. Oh, he cut his own hair at first? I want to see a photo. What was it? Oh, Idia trying to sneak away, getting the grape juice? Or Idia with grape juice? I don't know. What about you, Malleus? I would summon my personal hairdresser to the castle. Goodness, that's royalty for you. But I grew tired of how much of a production it was each time. Sometimes I'd ask Lilia to cut my hair while he was doing silvers. Well, I don't know if that turned out well or not. I don't know if that went okay. Ian getting his hair put in a bun. Yeah. Oh, Laughter, what's up? Man, they're really into haircuts. I should totally... The shop's got a poster. What's it say? Elevate your trip by trying a traditional Fleur City hairstyle. Ah, so the shop offers traditional hairstyling for tourists to try. I've seen businesses like this in Scalding Sands. I would love to get my hair done by, like, by Jamil. Like, look how pretty. And then the braids are gorgeous, and the little extra add-ins. Cute. Oh, really? Can I try one? It does say anyone is welcome. So it's possible according to the sign, at least. What would you constitute a traditional Fleur City hairstyle, though? Weren't tall wigs popular in the Shaftlands years ago? What do you mean years ago? You mean decades ago? I think you lost some time, Sage. Yes, and you're fashionable among the aristocracy, along with faux moles on your face. I believe the townspeople admire the style and don similar wigs on festival days. I don't think that fashion was unique to Flare City. It was popular in many countries. Also true. Okay, Grandma, talk to the staff. They told me this hairstyle was especially popular. What are you doing, Jamil? Especially popular in Flare City back in the day. What's that? Wood shavings. In the old days, would shape these to look like hair and fix them to people's heads. Want to try it? Yeah, right! I ain't dumb. I know nobody would put wood shavings on their head. What better decoration could there be for someone who thinks of not but eating, sleeping, and frolicking? Sebek's getting it in. See, Jamil really came out of his little hidey hole, and now he's kind of just... He's getting out of his hole, you know what I mean? He's no longer to be afraid of who he is. Oh, yeah? But you would look great with them, Grim. They would look cute. Then you wear them. Here, I'll put them all up in your hair. Okay. See, I would wear them if Grim would wear them. You know what I mean? I wouldn't care. I don't care. I'm okay with looking a little floofy, a little crazy, a little something something. Come now, it's rude to cause such a commotion in public. If your freshmen don't rein yourselves in, it'll be off with your heads. Pardon the segue, but speaking of commotions, for all the people here, no one seems to realize that the Malleus Draconia is with us. I wonder if that's due to his hat camouflaging his horns? See, I kind of figured that, because they kind of blend in a little bit. Or someone's thinking it's a decoration, right? Because everyone's dressed up here. They could think he's just dressed up. I'm pretty sure Najma would do the same exact thing her brother, Najma, yeah, her brother is doing in these situations. I have to get really close to my screen, okay? I don't have contacts, and I need glasses to read things. So, you know, partial of my reading problems during streams is that I actually can't see it. And I can't wear glasses while streaming. The face tracking doesn't like it. Yeah, plenty of people are dressed in much flashier ensembles. Maybe they think the horns were part of his costume? And they thought what I did. It's good they don't recognize him, though. I was worried that we might have to draw too many crowds, and then we'd have trouble walking around. Agreed. After all, we can hardly use wood shavings to conceal his horns. Were you just discussing my horns? No, never! We weren't talking about you, we swear. They make glasses for streaming, I think. Maybe. But that's probably expensive, and even more expensive to get them prescriptioned. I don't know. Every streamer I know who's also a VTuber says they can't wear their glasses for it. The ones I've talked to. There might be some who can. I don't know. Sigh. Grim's pitching a fit. I think that's our cue to move on. We should check out on the other groups anyway. What will you group be doing next? I was thinking of walking around and learning a bit more about the local culture. Would that be acceptable to everyone? Absolutely. What eager students you all are. I'm truly proud. Be sure I don't need to worry about any of you. But do be careful exploring. Yes, Professor, thank you for joining us. Our time together was most enjoyable. And Eri, Grim, I'll see you both later. Sippy time. Quite fearless. Oh, we're almost done this book. Woo! Crazy. Where to next? According to the map, the shopping district is right up ahead. I like how Malleus is like, Oh, he did say It's a white goat, and a small one at that. The movie goat! The movie goat! A goat? In the middle of town? It doesn't have a collar either. Does that mean it's wild? Look again, it has a golden earring. It doesn't appear to be wild. Bat, bat. Oh, you're right. It's friendly too. It's clearly used to being around people. Let's get another mento. I'm sorry, I've been streaming for like every day so far, and I need to get like tea with honey. I need to invest. Do not cozy up to Malleus, goat! Someone's jealous. Yeah, it's like Esmeralda's goat, I'm sure. Now you're jealous of a goat? This is so pathetic to watch. Are you really surprised though, Jamil? After being with Sebek for at least a day? Really? What if it ran away from its owner? Though a goat is an unusual choice for a pet. That goat is no pet. It's not wild either, mind you. Oh, hello there, Rolo. Are you making your rounds? Just so. I was slightly concerned about how you all were faring. Yeah, he's like, I have to talk to you again, right? If the goat isn't a pet and it isn't wild, then what is it? It's cared for by the whole city. You might call it a community goat. I've heard of community cats, but never goat. We consider goats to be bringers of good luck here in Fleur City. We treat them with care. We say if we are kind to one, it will come running to your aid when you're in trouble. Interesting. That fact wasn't in any of the books I read before coming here. They're considered ordinary animals here, the same as cats and dogs. It hardly merits writing about. If they're highly regarded here, then we must be careful in how we treat them. It seems to have taken quite a shine to you, Malleus. Look at the way it follows you around. Okay, no cap. Is it? Do they share matching horns? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's just a thing, you know? Maybe the goat Ba Ba saying, "Horn buddy. Oh, nice horns you got there. They're very shiny. How unusual. Most animals tend to be afraid of me. You must be quite fearless, little one." Wait a minute. What is it, Jamil? Nothing. You clearly stopped yourself from saying something. It makes me wonder what you're hiding. I was just thinking. Oh no. Maybe the goat saw Malleus's horns and thinks he's one of them. Maybe the goat is giving Malleus compliments. See, right? Because Malleus's horns are great. They're pretty. They're, very tall, very well kept. And the goat's probably like, dang, those are some nice horns, homie. Where can I get that horn polish? One of them. Wretched goat, how dare you! You presume to treat my liege as one of your brethren? Your piddly horns are nothing compared to his. Oh? Now you're leaping and bounding about? Get back here, you shall pay for your insolence. Don't tell me he's actually chasing after the goat. Oh no. Oh, there it goes. We lost Sebek. Uh-oh. Someone stop him before he hurts himself. Or everyone else in the general vicinity. Don't chase it. What part of we treat them with care did you not understand? Uh-oh. I apologize for his appalling lack of manners. Look, the goat's hopping just out of Sebek's reach. Is it teasing him? Most certainly. Low-key, I want to see the goat biting Sebek's hand. This would be a really cute photo, too. See? I would love little photos, like little, like, screen captions or something for certain things like this. Or the goat, you know, trying to bait Sebek here, going back and forth. That'd be so cute. Oh yes, our city's goats are rather clever. They also sometimes help local businesses by hauling goods. The smarter they are, the more mischievous they can be. But we love them all the same. I don't like goats. I've had goat experiences. A lot of them are booty holes, and they try to always ram you for some reason. That's just what they do. It doesn't fear me at all. What an amusing creature. I like it. What? Wretched goat! You must learn your place. I'm surprised he's not crying about it. Again, you're not in competition with the goat. He thinks he is. He's in a solo competition. His liege said he likes him? No-oh. No-oh. You know he's jealous. He's like, that's my confession. Bring it back to me. Brad, crocodile boy. What would you like? Time certainly flies when you're strolling through the city. I'm curious to see what kind of souvenirs they have here. But we don't have much time before the meetup. Yes, we can't be late for the rendezvous. Tardiness would be entirely unacceptable. You sound very empathetic about it. So perhaps you should head to the rendezvous point soon. You'll find plenty of souvenirs in the festival square. Is there anything else you'd like to see before you go? Sebek, what would you like to do? Me, sire? Yes, I'd like to hear your thoughts as the youngest of our group. Cutie. Cutie. Why, I wouldn't dream of asking you to indulge any requests of mine. I don't mind. I was just discussing this very thing with Rosehearts and Viper while you were chasing the goat. You're a freshman. I'm willing to humor a little self-indulgence on your part. Agreed, so go on. Don't be shy. I can tell by the look on your face you have something in mind. Not at all. My interests are the same as all of yours, studying history and... Oh, is that a little stomach growl? That was... Look at their self-satisfying faces of his embarrassment. How dare you, Dill? He's just a good green bean crocodile boy. Ah, now I see. You're hungry. No, I'm really not. It's alright, you know. I'm interested in trying some local foods myself. Yes, it might be nice to experience some of Fleur City's culinary offerings. I don't know how to say your name, so I'm gonna call you Rolo or Flame. Are there any good eateries in the area you would recommend? You want my recommendation? Alright then, come with me. You keep calling him human. He's going to kick you in the shins or where the sun does not shine. Sorry about this, human. That's Rolo Flame to you. Someone in chat, I think, told me it was Flom. But that sounds like Phlegm. And I don't want to accidentally call him Phlegm. You know... What did today's stream say? Uh-oh. Boop, boop, boop. Boop. Tea. There we go. Unusually salty. This place is good for a simple local fare. Is it a cafe? I noticed there's a lot of outdoor seating. It's actually a fromagerie, a store that specializes in cheese. Oh, I can see an array of different cheeses inside. Oh, I read about this. Solar Cities is famous for its cheese. Is this a well-known store, Rolo? One of the better-known ones, yes. Our city has a great many fromageries. Bread and cheese have been staples of ours for a long while, and nowadays we produce many different types of cheese. This particular establishment also runs a cafe, and their menu is themed around their cheeses. That makes sense. Now that you mention it, I see the people sitting outside all pieces of bread that are loaded with cheese. Well, now that I've gotten you here, I'll be taking my leave. Sorry for the extra trouble, Flame. Plum. You have my gratitude, human. Once again, my name is Rolo. Do enjoy your time in Fleur City. Hi, baby Kiki. I'll put in our food and drink orders. Malleus, you and everyone else are welcome to have a seat and wait. All right, I have our snacks. Wow, it smells amazing. A fresh baked baguette sandwich with ham and cheese. So much cheese. In fact, it's spilling out on the sides. I'll have one. Crunch, 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 crunch. This is rather nice. I enjoy the richness of the cheese. They said it was goat cheese. Go figure. Again with the goat. There are too many kinds to choose from, so I picked the most popular items on the menu. Again with the goats. They really do love them around here. The cheese is softening from the heat of the baguette. I find that gives a distinctive lingering aftertaste. Yes, it has a nice depth of flavor, and pairs well with the saltiness of the ham. You know, I can never be able to truly appreciate this without sampling it firsthand, even if they had all the knowledge in the world. Hands-on experiences are the most intriguing. I wonder if Lilia had the same sandwich when he visited Fleur City. I should thank him for encouraging me to come on this trip. This sandwich has cheese made from cow's milk as well as great compote. By all means, try it. Certainly, just as soon as I have a drink. What's this? The coffee you gave me is rather sweet. There's milk in it as well. Did you, perhaps... bitter! Aw, you switched them. Wait, is Sebek a little frappe boy? Is that what it is? See, I drink my coffee black. Like, straight blue. My favorite is probably the Colombian brew, because it's like, I think a little bit more darker, richer in tasting to me. But I don't put anything in mine. I don't even put sugar. Most often than not. Yeah, Crocodile Boy likes his coffee with milk and sugar. Aww. Is Sebek, more milk than coffee? I bet it almost looks like it's white. You know, like a light tanned person type of tan? Like a khaki. I almost get that. Yes, I must have your coffee. I assume you accidentally switched them. My apologies, sir. He was so excited. He got distracted. Oh, you take your coffee with milk and sugar, Sebek. I merely happen to be in the mood for it, is all. It's not like I can't stand black coffee or anything. No, that's exactly it. It's okay. It's probably more milk than sugar. Absolutely. Why are you so defensive? It's nothing to be embarrassed about. People have different tastes, you know. But, you know, Riddles is like the same. Because his is probably more sugar than milk. Yeah, Sebek's is more milk than sugar, and Riddles would be more sugar than milk. You get hung up on the strangest things. Not everyone has to be a point of pride. Sebek's a very prideful person. Yeah, Riddle, you ain't one to talk, you sugar. You sugar thief, you sugar obsessed. Jamel's right. In fact, there was an incident just recently where you dug your heels in over a matter of personal pride during a club meeting, and I would prefer if you refrain from discussing my blunders in Malleus's presence. What did you do? I want to know now. What did he do? Actually, I'd like to hear this, Rose Hearts. I'm most curious to know what Sebek is like normally. Oh, yeah, Riddle, you and CL are sugar-obsessed children. Absolutely. You have it all wrong, my liege. I was comporting myself in a way that befits my status as your guard. He's like, you be quiet, and you be quiet. I'll content myself with knowing that you're bonding with people from outside Briar Valley. It's reassuring. Malleus, such kind words. Are you crying? Yeah, I know. Jamil snickering is adorable. The little rat boy. No. Well, we could call him Little Snake. We'll call him Little Snakey. I'm glad to see he's more interested in teasing people. Like, you know. So this event definitely comes after book 4, at least. And I think something that they said made me think it also comes after book 5, like canonically. I think so. This cheese is unusually salty. Oh, is that the excuse you're going for while you're crying? Those are your tears. Oh! Your tears are what's salty. Let's finish up and move on, shall we? We still have much more of the city to enjoy. I know, right? Jamil deserves to enjoy himself once in a while. Goodbye, Book 2. Goodbye. Alright. Does anybody else in chat have frenzies that we can go host? But good thing you finished up your lessons. Or your stamp collection. I need to get to mine. And I know it has something to do with whoever we got for this book. Is it Ruggy? Who is it? I'm afraid to click it. I clicked it. Riddle? No. Okay. Rook. I know someone playing. Ooh. FGO. Really? Yes. Oh, yeah. Sure. Give me their Twitch. Give me. I want tea. Yeah, that's Fate Go, right? Fate, something, right? Maybe? FGO? Zippy. Give me their Twitch name. Ooh. Oh, wait. Do I know this person? That name looks familiar. Maybe I've seen him in my circle before. I've seen them around. Intriguing. Yes, Fate Grand Order. That's what it was. Oh, I love Fate Grand Order. It's just, I got into Fate that I don't think I should stream it, right? Like, it's kind of, the games I play on stream, I don't play by myself usually, simply because it would spoil me, and it wouldn't be good, right? Alright! Thank you everyone for showing up today at Chatterini Lamborghini. We have streams every day this week. So be here, 7 p.m. CST every day. I'll be here. Tomorrow is Outlast, so I don't know if you guys like horror films or not, but it's spoopy scary tomorrow. Then the next days after that, we got more Twisted Wonderland and more Genshin. And then, what is it, Sunday is also more Outlast if we don't finish it off tomorrow. S-Raid? You can use that if you're subscribed. If you're not subscribed, use this one here. Copy paste it. It does not show up on the stream. I have to figure out how to fix that. No idea. But the copy paste works. You guys are all cool people. And I appreciate you all for showing up. Thank you for any new followers that joined in tonight, tomorrow, yesterday, last night. Thank you for the great subs the other day as well, Nom Noms. You're not here today, but you were great then. Yes. Let me make sure the raid works. Mayumi BT. Alright, Mayu? Let's go! I hope I see everyone again shortly. If not, I hope everyone has a great day, a great night, and a great next day. Get your raids ready. Start your raid. My cat's passed out on my lap. Oh, so cute! And everyone gets to say bye-bye to Seiji, too. Bye-bye, Seiji. Cutie patootie cat meow meow. Alright.